Marco. Let me know if it's too loud, if I got to turn it down or turn it up. Here she goes, Jenna. DJ Rogue Knox. My brother, officially Purpose. Rosaline. Jenna. David. Rep Mom. How's everybody doing today? So I'm going to copy and post because I have a guest coming up. Paste. I sent you the link in Discord. Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, hang on. I got to mute the stream. I can hear you.
Okay. So, Jenna. Oh, you haven't been in chat in after panel on Discord lately. So you haven't met DJ Rogue Knox. And or have you? I think she has. I'm not sure.
I'm not. I think she has.
Yes. Maybe. Oh, so everybody's saying hi, Sam. They saw you in the background. All right, I got to turn my notifications off on my phone so they don't go wonky. So let me turn. There we go. I have.
How do I hit the thumbs up button?
You pull down and you hit that. And you go back there. Cool. So,
oh,
yeah,
wow,
I thought so.
You got really loud.
Oh,
you got
sorry.
Really loud for a minute.
Hold on. Is that a little bit better?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, I had to adjust the volume on the mic. So, Haunted Haley, thank you for dropping in. It's good seeing you. I know your DJ name, Sam. It's FBB, Fat Bald Bastard. Fat Bald Bastard. He's hilarious with it, okay? He has no shame in it.
No shame.
DJ Cuddles.
DJ Cuddles.
I like DJ Pumpkin Muffin Ass.
DJ Pumpkin Muffin Ass. Oh my God.
I'm still laughing from last night's antics.
Oh my word. All right, so everybody knows today's discussion is going to be about chronic illness and how it affects mental health. Okay, so my guest here today struggles with chronic illness. And
yes,
I'm going to let her have the floor to talk about what she struggles with. And then we can go from there. If you don't mind, if I'm putting you on too much pressure, you can say
no,
something.
I'm just trying to think of where to even begin. The mental health, like for me, like when I was first diagnosed with what I have, which I don't want to really get into, but it didn't really, I kind of pushed it aside. I didn't think it was a big deal. But as time went on, am I really loud?
No, you sound perfectly fine.
Okay. As time went on and stopped being able to do things that I used to be able to do, that began to change. Like I had PTSD before, but then I ended up with medical PTSD. But when things that you enjoy doing are gradually taken from you, it takes its toll mentally on you. And like yesterday, you were talking about resentment, and I said, I do and don't resent anybody. But for a long time, I held resentment towards people who were not sick because they could go on, have their normal lives and do all the things. And this even turned to friends, to where I would start fighting with friends and just being really angry about it. And then once I had pushed all my friends out of my life, then that's when the anxiety really ramped up about the disease I have. And at the same time, I was getting sicker and sicker and sicker, and nothing the doctors were doing seemed to help. And it really made me sit down and contemplate my own mortality. And that is the hardest part of it to deal with, was having to face the fact that I have a shortened lifespan. I'm not going to be able to go out dancing with my friends anymore. I can't go mountain climbing anymore. It was so many can'ts thrown at me that it got very overwhelming. But mentally, all of that combined, it really takes a toll on you. And I ended up for a good year or so where I just didn't care anymore. I stopped going to the doctors. I stopped taking all my medications. I just stopped and said, fine, if I'm going to die, just let me die. And then I almost did. And at that point, once it became a reality that, yes, you're going to die, like the one doctor said to me after he finally got me back to somewhat normal health, he said, when you walked into my office, the first thought in my head was dead girl walking. Just by looking at you. Stop. Sorry, my dog is being very pain in the butt today. He's like, I didn't think I was going to be able to save you. And he told me this after, and that's when I realized, okay, I got to make some changes. I'm not going to die anytime soon, Bully. The dog's not going to eat me. But yeah, it really took a toll mentally to where I almost just gave up. Hey, I got to go take care of my dog real quick.
That's fine. So I had to take care of a few things, turn some volumes down on some devices. I see some people coming in. Here she goes. You made it. Bully the anti-bully. Nice seeing you. Who else just came in? April Tobin. It's good seeing you back in here. So while she's handling what she's handling, how are you guys doing?
Sorry, he rolled his ball under the dresser and I can't get it. So he's just going to have to deal with it. I forgot where I was now.
I think we were at the point where you were at camp and you almost died.
Stop.
Stated the obvious. How you doing? So you were at the point where every time
I'm so sorry. Marcus isn't here to help me deal with this. You have a ball right there. You have one right here. Oh God. He's not gonna stop. If you want to bring other people up too, it's fine.
We can do that.
He's got so many balls, but he has one in particular. They're the exact same thing. But one in particular he's had since he was a puppy, and he's 4 now.
Yep.
And he can't handle losing that ball.
Oh my Lord.
I don't even know how I'm gonna get it because, like I said, it's under a dresser, and I can't. It's a very heavy dresser. I can't move it.
When is he going to be back?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, that is fine. Because I deal with chronic pain myself. I have arthritis in my back. I have arthritis in my shoulder. I have arthritis in my ankle. And I have 2 blown out knees. Oh, April Tobin says, can you fit a broom under it?
No, because the bed is actually the way this room is situated. I'm in my office, and it has a small bed, and the dresser's in the closet, and the bed's kind of pushed up against it. So
So he's got to move the bed.
Got to move the bed to get a broom under the dresser. There's another I can't do is move heavy stuff. So
That's tough.
Yeah, I have to depend a lot on my roommates and my boyfriend, and I need you to do this for me. I can't do it.
It's tough. I see he's quiet now.
Because he's trying to get under the dresser.
As long as
he's 100 pounds, this dog. He's not gonna fit, but he's trying.
Dogs. So, I was reading. So
maybe I can get my roommate to come downstairs and deal with this for me. I'm so sorry, you guys.
It's okay. It happens to the best of us.
It happens at the worst times for me, I swear.
So I don't go through what you're going through, but I understand not being able to do certain things that you used to do. So when I painted houses, I used to be able to climb ladders.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'm not talking about 16-foot step ladders, or I'm talking about like 40-foot ladders, fully extended, climb to the top, climb up on a roof, hook another ladder to the roof, climb up on that ladder, and do things. Like I would do things that average person would not do because of the chance of falling. I'm a big boy. So me climbing up an aluminum 40-foot ladder, you will watch it bow in the middle. I was climbing up ladders I shouldn't have been climbing up, but I wanted to make money, so I wanted to work. And because of my back and the pain that I deal with every day, I'm afraid to climb a ladder. Okay. Was I lagging? Anybody?
Nope, sorry. We're just trying to get this situation taken care of.
Okay. Let me do this. Okay. Let me do this. Okay. Because it's saying that I have weak internet connection. All right. Okay. I just turned everything that was connected to Wi-Fi off on my end. Kelly B's here. How are you doing?
I'll be right back again.
Okay. So back to what I was saying about, back pain.
Okay, we got it.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
You got
Don't
the
do it
ball.
again. Don't do it again.
Oh, David, I hurt the ground more than the ground. So have the headaches, Kelly B, subsided? You know how when you're streaming, you get the 3 bars? Like when you have full connection, it disappears. But when it says you have a weak signal, it gives you 1 dot.
Yeah.
That's what it's doing right now.
This I have the stream up and it looks fine.
Okay, as long as it's fine on your end, it don't matter. Okay, so back to what you were saying about, when you almost died and
Mhm.
your doctor got you back to normal somewhat.
Well, as normal as could be, yeah.
Yes.
And like
So
he said, that's when he told me that he thought I was so far gone that he wasn't going to be able to help me. And this was a specialist, he was a really good doctor that came highly recommended, that my mother actually literally dragged me to. So for him to say that, it was a wake up call. That, hey, maybe I don't want to die after all.
yeah. I'm thinking. Do I have it? I don't know. I'm gonna have to do it later. Yeah, you guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button so you get me into the algorithm. The algorithm. I don't even know what algorithm is. I don't even pay attention to it. I just get up here and bring people up or talk to you guys. So when the doctor got you somewhat back to normal and had that conversation with you, did it scare you straight?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a very sobering moment. And that was just 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
Now, my thing is with that happening, did it give you a purpose in life?
No, it didn't give me any kind of.
But it made you want to live.
It made me keep going. And I don't know, purpose is a hard thing. Like I didn't get like a sense of purpose from it, or like you're living for some reason, and here's the reason. Like I didn't have that epiphany. It was just get through the next day, the next day, the next day, the next day, and just find something to occupy my mind.
You could. You're writing a book.
Right.
Is this your first book?
No.
So you're writing a book right now.
Mm-hmm. It's my first book that's going to be published.
Okay, so this is going to be your first published book. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure there's going to be more to come.
Yeah, there's already 4 books planned after this.
Okay.
So that gave me purpose, deciding I'm finally going to sit down and write this book. That gave me, once the publisher said that they would publish it, that gave me something to look forward to. So,
So your writing is a purpose.
hmm
So once you get these 4 books out of the way, you know, a lot of people are going to want to know about you as an author.
yeah, that's going to be the hard part because it's going to be under a pen name. I'm not using my real name.
You don't have to use your real. Are you using your real name as the author of these books?
No, it's a pen name.
Okay. So you can still do the same thing under the pen name and write a whole book about what you were before the chronic illness, what you became after the chronic illness.
Yeah,
Instead
I've
of
actually been thinking about doing that.
this is what I try to tell, you know, not tell people, but tell people, if you know what I'm saying.
hmm
Okay, we all have a reason to be here. We all have a story to share, or even a story to tell. And if people listen, they listen. It's experiences, you know, and everybody's life experience is different from each other. But there's always going to be somebody that has experienced similar to you. Not everybody, but there's going to be somebody out there that is going to relate to your story and probably save them.
Yeah, that's why I put that quote in Discord about how we recover loudly so that others don't have to die quietly. So
Yes,
that book may come after this book.
because a lot of us that are listening, that are in chat, struggle with something. And we're all looking for a purpose in life. You know, some of
Mhm.
us know what our purpose is, some of us don't. You could be 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 years old and still trying to find a purpose. You could grow old and pass away and never knew what your purpose was. See, my thing is I think my purpose is to help people. And the only way to help people is to talk.
Mhm.
Talk until, you know, I lose my voice or until somebody's ears fall off. You know how they're saying you talk so much, you're talking my ears off? Well, who knows? You know, me doing that might have just saved you from doing something else.
Exactly.
You hit that play button. No, there's some guy live called All Things Serious. Let's see what's so serious. He hits that live button, or she hits that live button, listens to this guy with a deep voice, you know, looks like Grizzly Adams, you know, but he's saying something that is inspirational. He's getting to me, you know, and he's just sharing his story and he's not telling me what to do about my life, you know.
Yeah, a lot of people are resistant when you try to tell them what they should do.
Yes. That's why I didn't get help for so long because people kept telling me, you need to get help. You need to get help. You know,
They
I
have
quit
to,
drinking and got help on my own.
yeah, and a lot of people have to do that. They have to come to that place on their own, or else it just won't work for them. Oh, this dog, he did it again.
You got the ball underneath the dresser again.
Yeah, he's doing it on purpose now.
Oh, then you could stay there.
Yeah, I'm not climbing under there or fighting with anybody to come help me again. That's another thing about this. Like, people get, when I ask them for help, they get really frustrated for some reason. And I'm like, I don't ask you for a lot. Just help me do this one thing.
Yeah, that's yeah, I don't have that problem.
Oh, I do.
It is, Emily, you're right. You're right. It's way easier to take advice from people who have gone through the same things. And in some cases, that is true. You're on point there. Okay.
You did it. You go deal with it.
And now he's whining. When is Marcus going to be back?
I don't know. He went out with some friends.
Oh, but so your purpose now is to write and share stories.
Hmm.
A story that's in your mind that you created.
Right.
So you're an artist,
I also
not
paint
just,
and sketch.
huh?
I also paint sometimes.
You're an artist. And
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
not.
like a true artist. You're a writer, that's art. You're a
Hmm.
painter, that's art. And you do music, that's art.
Hmm.
You are the definition of an artist. I'm pretty sure you could play an instrument too.
I can play piano. I can't read music. I can
Can
play it by
you?
ear though. Like if I hear a song a few times, I can generally play it.
You give me a left-handed guitar and a case of beer, I could play any song you want.
Oh no, the left-handed curse.
Okay. But sober, I can't play a lick of anything. And the thing is I write my own lyrics and I write my own music. Sober, I can't write my own lyrics or my own music. So
I
I'm
used to be like
just
that too.
I'm playing the
Think-
guitar and I sound so off key. But if I got a little tipsy, I'm like on key and I'm singing a song and it sounds so good, and this is what the people tell me. They're like, man, that was a really good song. I'm like, yeah, because I don't remember it.
That was like me when we would go out, and if we were at a place where there was karaoke, and like now, if people tried to get me to sing in front of other people, I wouldn't do it. But back then, you couldn't take the mic away from me. I'd just be up there for hours if I was drinking.
I don't drink no more. So
Me neither. I had quit that, quit coffee, no mountain, no caffeine, no chocolate, no.
caffeine, you're not going to make me quit. Coffee, nope. Everything else, yeah, I don't drink sodas. So occasionally I do.
I'll have like one decaf coffee maybe every other day. But I can't take, I'm supposed to be on beta blockers for my heart because it's taken such a beating. But everyone they've put me on, I've had allergic reactions to. So they're like, you're just going to have to quit caffeine completely. So that's what I did. And it's been very hard because I used to drink a 2 liter of Mountain Dew a day, not even think about it.
Yep. So Kelly B wants to know what chronic illness do you have?
I have Graves' disease. Where my immune system attacks my thyroid. My thyroid goes into overdrive, dumping hormones, and it just affects my entire body. So I have to take high doses of immune suppressants now because I can't have surgery because they give you two options: surgery or radiation. I can't have surgery because they can't put me under because of my heart. And the radiation, I will not ingest that. There's just no way. And I also have, like, you hear how my voice is hoarse. I have a 2 centimeter tumor pushing against my vocal nerves that they can't remove, that we're still trying to find a surgeon that will remove it with me awake. Because I told them I'm absolutely not doing radiation. It's not like chemo. It's way worse than chemo. And I just can't, for the life of me, get myself to go that route, because your chance of getting, I forget what it's called. It's a specific kind of leukemia that you can develop within 5 years from the radiation treatment. And I said, there's no way, because you have to get tested every year for cancer after you do the radiation. And you know how they test for leukemia? Your bone marrow. And I'm like, I'm not going to go through that. Once a year, you jabbing a needle into my bones to test my bone marrow. So we're treating it now with just high doses of immune suppressants to keep my immune system from attacking anything in my body. And it's funny, like I'll see people in public, and I've got this mask that I have to wear. It's not like it's cloth, but it's not like a regular cloth mask. It's got activated charcoal. There's 4 layers to it. Ain't nothing getting in this thing. And I had to wear that before, the C word hit. And now people give me crap for wearing it, but I have to. I can't. If I get a cold, I could end up in the ICU. So just imagine what getting that would do.
Chicken Noodle Girl, hello. Oscar Garcia, thank you for coming in. So today's live is about chronic illness and how it affects mental health. The guest that I have up here, Rogue Knox, struggles with Graves' disease. And so she's talking about how this has affected her mentally and physically. So Jen is asking how old you are.
I'm 37. And
She sounds like she's in her 20s.
I was diagnosed about 20 years ago, I want to say. Yeah, I was like 18 when I was diagnosed, which was really young. But my mom has Graves' disease and she has lupus, so unfortunately I got her genes.
It happens to the best of us. When I first started talking to Rogue Knox, I thought she was in her early 20s. I didn't realize how close in age we were. I'm like, I didn't even know she was
People think that
37.
now. Like I go to a store, and if I want to buy a lighter or a lottery ticket, I get carded for it.
She tells me 37. I'm like, I didn't even know how old she was either. I thought she was in her 20s this whole time.
Like I don't smoke, but I have candles. I always have candles going. And when I have to get a new lighter to light my candles, I got to produce ID for that. And I'm like, really? Really? Come on. You only got to be 18 to buy a lighter.
It's just chronic illness is difficult. Just dealing with pain in general when it stops you from living life like you used to. You know,
Yeah, it really messes with your head.
now do you help? Do you talk to a lot of people about your illness? Do you know a lot of anybody that's going through something similar to what you're going through?
My mom and my doctor. My primary doctor actually has Graves' disease too, which I'm so glad I found her, because it's very hard to get doctors to listen to you when you have a chronic illness, no matter what chronic illness it is. It's very hard to get a doctor to listen to you.
I'm just glad that so I have arthritis, but I don't have rheumatoid arthritis, which is a good thing, because if I had rheumatoid arthritis, that would have been an autoimmune deficiency, which rheumatoid arthritis targets every joint in your body. And I'm just lucky that I don't have that. Mine is just from wear and tear over the years.
April, are you asking me or Eddie?
I'm sorry to hear that, Jenna. That's tough. RA is very deadly.
My symptoms now are very different than they were when I was first diagnosed. The only reason they even found it was I had a tumor on the side of it was inside my face, but it was wrapped around my upper jawbone, the mandible or whatever it's called, and my eye socket. So I was supposed to go in for surgery. And the week before it was 2 weeks before I had, they did pre-op physical and blood work and all that. And then a week after that, I lost 48 pounds within a week. My body was constantly like I had bad tremors. My head would like twitch all the time to the side. I couldn't sleep. So I told the doctor, and she's like, "Oh, it's just stress because you have surgery coming." But I looked at my blood work and I noticed certain things were flagged as being too high, too high, too high, too high. So I used Google to see what those labs were. And the very next day I called a different doctor. And when I went in to talk to him and I had brought my blood work with me, he started me on medication right away. He's like, I'm going to retest you, but I already know what this is. And you're in a thyroid storm, which a thyroid storm is potentially deadly. So those were and then they canceled my surgery. It took me 2 years to get a surgeon to remove that thing from my face. But if I hadn't gotten that second opinion, I wouldn't have survived surgery. But now the main symptom, I'm pretty much symptom free now because I'm on medication. I just deal with what they call Graves' rage, where if you get mad, you get really, really extremely mad over just little tiny things. I have muscle weakness, muscle atrophy, because I can't be as active as I used to be. Thinning hair. But that's pretty much all the symptoms I deal with now.
So you're able to do more things than you used to be able to.
No, I do less. A lot less.
Less.
Yeah, a lot less.
That sucks.
Mm-hmm. It's hard because your thyroid affects everything in your body. everything, your metabolism, your nerves, brain function, everything, your hormones. So when that kicks into overdrive, everything in your body is going too fast.
It looks like Marina has rheumatoid arthritis. That's tough. Here she goes, also has thyroid issues.
Yeah.
I have an underactive thyroid.
And with Graves' disease, you're hyperactive.
So underactive causes you to gain weight.
Mm-hmm.
So when you take thyroid medication, like you're supposed to,
I don't take any thyroid medication. I just take immune suppressants. Right now, it's just because my immune system's causing the thyroid problems because it's attacking my thyroid. And my thyroid responds by dumping too much hormone into my body. That's what Graves' disease is. So, oh my God, this dog is making a mess. Stop it, please.
you know, just physical illness, internal or external, that happens over time can drain anybody. Yes, hormones can cause so much havoc.
It's the medication, the immune suppressant I'm on is called methimazole. It's Tapazole, basically. And the max dose is supposed to be 20 milligrams a day, and I take 60. Which I have to get my liver checked. Like I have to have labs for to check my liver and kidneys and stuff twice a month. Plus, they check my all my thyroid levels, complete thyroid panel. I also burn through, sorry, vitamins too fast, faster than I can absorb them. So I have to go once a month to have vitamin infusions through IV too. So it's a lot.
So Jenna asked you, have you ever heard of Enbrel?
No.
Enbrel.
No.
And neuropathy is the worst. Neuropathy. That sounds pretty bad too. There's a lot of things I don't know when it comes to the medical field, but I just know that just illness in general is tough. That dog is going to town in your room.
Oh yeah, you can hear him. He's destroying everything. Luckily, this is not my bedroom. It's just my office, so I don't really care what he's doing in here.
So neuropathy happens when the nerves that are located outside of the brain and spinal cord are damaged. Ooh. This condition often causes weakness, numbness, and pain, usually in the hands and feet. It can also affect other areas of the body functions, including digestion and urination. Oh my God.
Yeah, this sounds rough.
Yeah, that does sound rough. I'm pre-diabetic. That's the reason why I quit drinking soda.
Hmm.
I quit drinking a lot of things, and I have to read a lot of ingredients because I am pre-diabetic.
Oh yeah, I do that too. There's a lot I can't eat anymore. I mean, it was nice for a while being able to eat and drink whatever I want and not gain weight, but it did some damage. And there goes all my clothes. He's determined he's going to move the dresser himself. Get down. Where's Marcus? Go find Marcus. Go find him.
Is Marcus back?
No.
Oh.
But you keep him busy looking for him. Where is he? Go find him. Well, now I definitely can't help you. You've made quite the mess over there.
I'm just, the biggest problem I have for fear is on my dad's side of the family, my grandfather and grandmother both had cancer. That's the reason why I quit smoking when I did. Because my grandfather got esophageal cancer. And my grandmother got lung cancer. My grandfather passed away in 97 at a young age. My grandmother was in her 70s. So she passed away like about roughly 30 years later. So he was very young when he passed away. So
Yeah, my grandfather on my mom's side died from lung cancer. And both my grandparents on my dad's side died from cancer. They were pretty young too.
you know, it's just, you know, when you see somebody and you know them and they're healthy as a bat, you know, and they're doing so good, and all of a sudden they just dwindle away to nothing. And it was the hardest thing I could see happen to my grandmother. It was horrible seeing that happen. I wish she would have just passed away in her sleep. Just one day went to sleep and never woke up. That would have been more understandable.
Yeah, my boyfriend that I was with for 4 years had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. And it was very hard to watch him. Like, he went through the chemo, tried everything, nothing worked. And he slowly just faded and he passed away. And that was very, very difficult because I was young too. He passed when I just turned 20. Our birthdays were 2 days apart. And he died 3 days before.
It sounds like you got somebody in the room moving things, and it's the dog.
It's the dog moving the dresser. He's a big dog.
He's actually moving the dresser.
Actually, yeah, he's picked up my bed with me on it before. Like he'll get under my mattress and he'll just flip it and I go flying. He's a big dog
Oh my
and
god.
he's pure muscle. Yeah, he's taking apart the dresser right now.
Oh my lord. He wants that toy.
He keeps rolling it under there. I get it, and he just rolls it right back under. So I'll let him figure it out. I don't really care about the dresser, so you can do whatever. As long as he doesn't get these paint cans open over there, it'll be fine. Tire himself out.
Jenna said, I went through something similar and I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it was rough. I actually had my first blackout at his memorial service. After his memorial service. Like blackout rage.
So April Tobin asks, what do you enjoy doing most now?
Writing, remixing music.
I don't care what anybody says.
But
Rogue Knox has a beautiful voice.
what does somebody say I don't?
No, no, no. I'm just stating that as a fact. Okay, so I'm working on another person in my community, Viprin. I'm trying to get him and Rogue Knox to come together and do a song for the channel for All Things Serious. So, like, when I have to do an intermission and go get coffee, I could play the music in between. You know, like my coffee's empty. I can wait 7 minutes,
Yeah.
go get my coffee after the hour, and play the song. And then come back after the song.
No. Sorry.
So the song hasn't been written yet. It's not done yet. Everything good?
I forgot my art books were in the bottom drawer of that dresser.
Oh, you went and grabbed them?
And I don't want him destroying them.
Oh, so you took them out.
No, they're still in there. He's just trying to get under it now.
Oh, my God.
He won't give up. This dog will not give up. Yeah, he's super strong. He's already moved full paint cans out of his way.
So I'm just waiting. When Viprin's got a lot going on right now, but when he gets back to his regular schedule, I'll talk with him. So,
Saint, don't touch the books. Stop. Come here. Come here. He's completely ignoring me.
and you guys don't forget the After Dark. That's when we really go off the rails.
Yeah, it is. Hell, it is. He's named after one of my favorite DJs, one of my friends. Oh God, last night we really went off the rails.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's definitely not for the weak. And in my defense, DC started that.
So if you enjoyed the live, put a 1 in chat. If you learned anything, put a 1 in chat. If more could have been done in detail, put it 2 in chat.
I could have went more into detail if I didn't have the distraction of this dog going nuts over here.
Everybody's saying 1. Well, because you mainly talked about your illness. You didn't have to talk about the mental health part because you
Well, I got into that a little bit, yeah.
You did. Just talking about the
Yeah.
illness shares the mental health part of it
Hmm.
because you're sharing what you can no longer do, what you used to be able to do. You shared that you were at the point where you wanted to give up.
What do I
And
do to keep my head up? I find reasons to laugh every day. That's the most important thing.
yes,
And luckily, I have a good support system. So,
I am just glad that we reconnected, Rogue,
yeah, definitely.
because I would consider you a friend.
Yeah.
So, when shit went south and that shit's done and over with, don't do that again.
Okay. I just wanted to keep you out of it. That's
Yes,
why
don't do that shit again.
I was trying to keep you out of it all.
Yes. So, David, why a 2? Please explain. I'd like to know. I'd like to know. Are you saying that because there's things you don't understand? Or yeah, if 2 was if she needed to go in more detail about her chronic illness. Just asking. Because she talked about her chronic illness, Graves' disease and what it's done to her.
Should I have gone more into the mental health aspect?
I think it was more into the mental health aspect on what Graves' disease has done to you mentally.
It's hard to say because I'm in a better place now than I was even like a year ago. Mentally, it took me to a very dark place. I had suicidal ideation. I know I shouldn't say that word on here. High anxiety at times, depression. It like fluctuated. Panic attacks that I never had before. Like, I used to be very outgoing and extroverted, and I became very introverted, and I didn't want to talk to people. Going out in public, I'd get really high anxiety. I'd have panic attacks in the stores, and I'd have to call somebody. Like, now I can't go. I don't go anywhere alone. I'm so worried that if I'm alone and something happens, like my brain just goes into that mode. I'm in the grocery store alone and I pass out. Just the thought of that gives me panic attacks. So I always have to have somebody with me. I can't do anything alone, like in public. I have to always. Sometimes I just I just get very angry for no reason. It's a lot. Dealing with, because with this also comes a shortened lifespan. And always having that in the back of your mind, like not knowing if you're going to wake up tomorrow. when you go to bed at night. It makes you have to accept a lot of things and get okay with a lot of things that most people don't have to deal with, and it's really hard to explain. It's like I didn't even want a relationship because I didn't want to haven't gone through what I did with my ex who had cancer. I didn't want to put another person through that ever. So I was determined that I was going to be single the rest of my life. But I have a very pushy NPD boyfriend who insists. He just kept trying. He's like, it'll be fine. Don't worry about me. Let's just try it. And he finally wore me down and I'm glad he did. But this dog, I'm sorry.
So
My books.
I'm going to break down what Graves' disease is for people who don't know what it is.
Okay.
Okay, I have the definitions and I have examples. Okay, Graves' disease is an autoimmune disorder that involves overactivity to the thyroid, hyperthyroidism. Hallmarks of the condition are, this is what they say, it's not always accurate, bulging eyes. They call it exophthalmos, heat intolerance, increased energy, difficulty sleeping, and a few other things. Anxiety is a big one. And they say Graves' disease is not fatal, but complications may negatively impact a person's overall health or life expectancy. When Graves' disease is untreated or is not well controlled, some people may experience complications like arrhythmia, heart failure, or stroke. So,
all of that except bulging eyes, and I haven't had a stroke yet.
So, Graves' disease, it's deadly. You have a heart attack when you have Graves' disease, there's a chance of you not coming back to life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Graves' disease, I couldn't imagine having it. To know somebody that has it and at one point didn't care, now you do care.
I do now, yeah.
You know, and you meeting you know, and getting to know you outside of the platform and talking to you, you're an inspirational person. You have a lot to offer a lot of people. You just don't know it yet.
You're gonna make me cry.
You have a story to share, and when you write that book, you're gonna help a lot of people.
Hopefully, because there's not a lot of help out there for people with it.
So, you know, you know how they say, and I think you realized you don't know what you have until it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
And you were almost gone, and you realize what you have to offer. And you have a lot to offer, and I just wish you knew it, and I think you are starting to realize it. I really do. Because the statement earlier, you said you don't know, and I think you do. It's just you don't know. If that makes any sense.
You know, but you don't know, but you know.
Yes. You know, but you don't know, but you know. some of the statements I come up with, you know. Yeah. So when I first started talking to Rogue, she told me she was a DJ. Okay.
Yes, I
So,
still do that occasionally.
okay. So when when we started talking, she told me she was a DJ, and I have this really good voice, when it comes to introducing DJs. So I'm able to switch my voice to DJ Rogue Knox,
I still have
right?
to record that.
So, and if anybody else wants me when I come live to say their name like that, I could do that. Welcome in, April Tobin. Or how you doing? Here she goes. You know what I'm saying? Like I can flip the script real quick, because I got this deep voice and I can make it sound any which way possible. So
It's like walking into a movie theater and hearing the
narrator.
trailer voice. Yeah, the trailer voice guy.
How's it go? Grab your popcorn and enjoy the movie.
You should do
Diana,
that for a job.
what?
You should do that for a job.
Yes. Give me a skit, and I'll be on the microphone and I'll say it. Welcome.
Oh, he managed to get his ball.
Oh, he did?
But man, you should see this mess. He moved the dresser out of the closet.
Did he destroy the dresser?
Oh, it's just everything is destroyed over in that corner. Everything. The bed, the dresser.
Diana has entered the chat. So Diana, you might have to go on replay because we talked about chronic illness and what it does to a person's mentality or mental health, or just a person's mental. Period. You can pain and suffering can mentally exhaust you and drive you to do things you wouldn't normally do.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's like, think about all the things that you absolutely love doing all the time and then take all that away. And mentally, that's going to just destroy you for a while.
So
'Cause you don't know who you are after that. You have to reinvent yourself almost.
I'm glad you guys showed up here to enjoy the live. Okay. Diana, you should join us on Discord at ATS After Party. You should join us sometime.
Yeah, we have fun in there. But again, it's not for the weak or the faint of heart.
You're always welcome to join us in Discord. Because we have a good time. We get a group of us, start talking, we entertain each other. It's off the chain.
We have gift wars, meme wars.
Yes. And here she goes. Let me see. Let me check Discord. Yeah, you're there too. You're much welcome to join us over there too and hang out with us. You all are welcome. If you're in my Discord, you come into the platform, you go to ATS After Dark, you jump in, and you hang out with everybody that's in chat that's on Discord. We all go there and talk and hang out, and it's humor. Very dark humor. And yes, we take naps together on Discord.
We have an alarm clock if anybody needs to get up at a certain time.
Oh my word. We watch movies.
We watch videos.
Yes. So we all have
Sometimes we have more serious talks.
yeah, we do have more serious talk sometimes. We break down with each other. So sometimes you got something on your mind, you have to get it off your chest. That's what we're
Mhm.
there for. You know what I'm saying? We're a big happy family. We're always there for each other.
Yep.
It's called a safe place. Not a safe space, a safe place to come to and talk. And if you can't talk, you type it out. It's a big happy family.
And if you see me in there and you have any questions that you feel I need to clarify, just ask them. I'll answer them.
You guys, thank you for being up here, Rogue.
Yeah, no problem.
I learned more about you than I knew. I knew a lot, but I actually learned more today. Like I knew about your illness,
Hmm.
but you went into detail today. So and I thank you for sharing.
Well, hopefully it helps somebody.
So I hope it does. We got a replay crew. So somebody will comment. Somebody will leave a comment. Somebody will.
Yeah.
But I will see you guys over in Discord. I appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you, Rogue, for coming up.
Anytime.
Okay. And I will see you guys in Discord at ATS After Dark. I love you guys. And thank you guys for being here. And that's all things serious. And we are out.